and he'd like to get back and get in his back pocket again, and he's got the heavyweights to do it.
Yeah, but gone from that Marist Royal Knight Championship team is Jamal Marshall. He's gone. Roscoe Harris is gone, and of course John DeRaldo. And coming into tonight's game, you get those two bookends, Jaleel Roberts and Rashawn McLeod. They're definitely going to test the inside game of the Marist Royal Knights.
And as you can see, the Marist Royal Knights to get here had to win 2 games. They defeated Newark Academy 84-22, and then just this past week they defeated St. Patrick's of Elizabeth 70-59. A little bit easier for the St. Anthony's Friars. With the #1 seed, they had to win 1 game, and that was over Don Bosco Tech of Patterson, 78-24. And as we said, last year's result, 63-45.
Yeah, Encarnacion lit up the board against St. Patrick's with 35 points. And Marist is on a high. They've come in here after winning the ACIA tournament, 3rd time in 4 years, as they beat Snyder. And they've been playing very well, as they had that wake-up call against North Bergen that almost put them out of the ACIA playoffs. And of course, St. Anthony's has rebounded from that loss to St. Raymond. So it's going to be a great game, John.
Tonight's officials coming in from Union County, Bruce, Mr. Bob Lelly and Mr. Freddie Hart. We're about set to tip it off here at the Jersey City Armory. John Ward along with Bruce Dabney as City 3 brings you semifinal action of the Parochial B North Jersey game between the Marist Royal Knights and the St. Anthony's Friars. The winner, it's the winner of Essex Catholic and Union Catholic. Tip controlled by the Royal Knights.
Yeah, switch right there because Donnell Williams controlled that tip. Usually you have Bennett jump center for the Royal Knights, so they switched there already.
Turnover as Anderson threw the ball over Encarnacion's head. So right away, if you're Marist, you gotta limit the turnovers. Got a very loud crowd, even though it's a small crowd, not like the 4,000 people we saw last year at the Yanatelli Center. Alley-oop to Jamar Curry off the feet for Cueto, and it's 2-0 in favor of the Friars.
Well, that was like a 1-4 offensive pick. No one came out. He just ran off the pick set by Roberts. Nice alley-oop pass. And you'll see full court pressure applied by St. Anthony's versus you'll see half court pressure by the Royal Knights.
Anderson's pull-up jumper from 15 won't go. Rebound goes to Cueto, and Friars looking to push it up. Cueto going to the basket. We're going to have a foul before the shot.
Yeah, I think Cueto kind of rushed his shot there, but there's going to be a lot of tension in this game. Packed house, a lot of history in this old Armory. I can tell you, I ran track and played basketball here, but it was a different setting. The court was at center court.
Foul on Randy Encarnacion. His first, the team's first. So St. Anthony's will take possession underneath their own basket with Abdullah inbound.
Nice shot.
Roberts with the warning left-hander, won't go, and Marist on the break. Encarnacion down low to Anderson, head fake, and he pisses it off the glass for a 2-2 tie.
That's what they want to do. If they get the break, they're going to take advantage of it. Get the ball inside the McLeod. This should be a good match of McLeod against Bennett.
And McLeod beats him for the spot and hits the 6-footer to the Friars, a 2-point lead at 4-2.
As he won that battle, but you'll see that battle all night long. And of course, what makes it unique is that Jaleel Roberts can go outside and hit that soft jumper.
Battle of 6'8" pivot man for the Friars and the Royal Knights.
Look at that man-to-man defense. Nice pass inside.
Anderson was fouled, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Marist looking to get the ball down low and trying to do some damage on the interior.
Well, they got a motion offense. You're going to see constant movement without the ball. And Warren Anderson has come on like gangbusters lately. He's really played very well. He had 20 points in that ACIA title game against Snyder. He's really a tough defensive player, and he plays very well. 6 minutes and 33 seconds left to go in the first quarter, and it's a 4-2 game in favor of the Friars.
Foul is on. Halim Abdullah, his first. And Anderson comes up short on the first attempt.
This is a tough background to shoot in, John, unless you practice here or it takes a while to get used to it. Wide open area.
And Anderson converts on the second, so he's got 3 on the game. And it's a 4-3 game in favor of the Friars.
Oh, a man-to-man defense. Encarnacion there, John.
Both teams play pressure, man-to-man defense. Their defense is what makes for their good offense. McLeod shot won't go, but he's going to be fouled by Bennett on the inside. So McLeod will go to the line to shoot 2.
Bennett's got to learn to move with his feet. I mean, he doesn't slide his feet very well. Of course, he's learning the game. He's a junior transfer out of Texas. with 6 minutes and 18 seconds left to go, but he's got to move his feet better or it's going to be a long night for him. As we see now, a substitution. Dial comes in already for Marist Royal Knights.
Leopold Dubois reporting in for Pablo Carrasco. Dubois with outstanding leaping ability. He gives more athleticism to the Marist Royal Knight lineup right now.
And he's just a junior. It's a packed house here, John. Standing room only now. So McLeod makes it, what, 5-4. St. John's bound, John.
Red men are getting a prize product in Mr. McLeod.
No question about it.
And McLeod converts both. He's got 4 on the game, and the Friars with a 6-3 lead. Warren Anderson steps on the line, so it'll be the second turnover of the game for the Marist Royal Knights.
Yeah, you have to get used to these lines on the court. And, you know, once they get all the butterflies out, you'll see both teams settle down and play a very good game. Defense is going to be the key here tonight, too.
First 3 or 4 minutes, teams get to feel themselves out as the Friars now turn it over, as McLeod could not handle the inbound from Cueto.
Yeah, nice pressure defense there by John Bennett, the big man. He played some good defense there. But as Dial is in the game, you're right. He jumps. But the depth of the St. Anthony Friars, you have to think favors them.
Looking at a matchup right here with Abdul and Anderson, probably the best point guard defenders right here in Hudson County.
No question about it. And this Cueto.
Knocked out of his hands. A good defensive play by Encarnacion. And referee Freddie Hart says was off Carlos Cueto's leg. So back the other way we come.
Great recovery there on defense, though, because it looked like Cueto had the step. But quick hands.
Situation, Bruce, where you tell your players never to give up on defense, and it paid off for the Royal Knights.
They both coaches here really stress defense. Of course, Leonardo was once a student of Bob Hurley.
They get a foul before the shot on Carlos Cueto. And as I said, Bruce, you could see the Royal Knights, they want to go on the inside part of the basket. They want to get down in that low box area.
And he's also trying to use the quickness of his guards to try to take advantage of situations as he feels that he has the edge of the guard play. I don't know about that. It's probably pretty even, although Encarnacion could light up the board with that jump shot.
Roberts defending on the wall. We're going to have a push-off on Rashawn McLeod. Bruce, but I think what you can see early on in this ball game, the referees want to take control.
Yeah, and you know, they want to put, but you know, Hudson County, they bang a little bit. And these are 2 Union County refs, so that could be a big difference. But we've got 5 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in the first quarter of play.
Baseline goes Encarnacion. His shot won't fall. Rebound to the littlest guy on the court, and that's Halim Abdullah.
And he took it into the land of the Giants and had a pretty good shot, just missed it. And I know Coach Hurley's not going to be too happy with that. But quickness, the quickness of the Marist guards, they show that they do have the quickness. Oh, nice play.
Wow, baseline with the head fake. He draws Bennett up, and he'll draw the foul. So Rashawn McLeod will go to the line shooting 2, and he's just drawn the second foul on John Bennett.
And, you know, and Bennett didn't really have to try to block that shot because Darnell Williams had excellent defensive position, and of course he had taken the baseline away from McLeod. But again, the inexperience of Bennett, he has picked up a lot of fouls like that early in the season.
Timeout, Marist Royal Knights. Now come the Royal Knights.
This is in action. I mean, they just, that looks like the game plan of Leonardo's. You get that rebound for the outlet pass and take it down court. Use the speed of the guards. And thus far, it's starting to pay off. It's only a 2-point lead here for St. Anthony's, John.
Off the inbound, Encarnacion's baseline jumper. It won't go, so Randy Encarnacion coming off a fine 35-point performance last week against St. Patrick's cannot can the baseline jumper.
And Jamal Curry came down with that. Rebound. He skied for that rebound.
But I've seen Bob Hurley do. He's gone to Carlos Cueto running the point rather than Halim Abdullah.
Yeah, and it looks like there's going to be a foul called there on Warren Anderson. Warren Anderson plays tough D, good offensive player. What it is, John, I think Halim has had to work so hard trying to guard Warren Anderson, and running the point is just too much for him right now. And Cueto, as a junior, is very composed. So good move by Bob Hurley. We'll see if it pays off. But it's been the Warren Anderson show so far in this first quarter of play.
Minute 4 remaining here in the first.
1 minute left in the
very
first quarter.
fast-paced, very athletic type first quarter here at the Armory.
good defense on the part of Marist Royal Knights here. A good call by the referee. It was touched last by a Marist Royal Knight. Smart play by McLeod. Looked like he was going to touch that ball.
He was ready to reach for that. You're right, Bruce. And it would have been out of bounds off him.
Boy, Marist is playing a tough man-to-man defense. Really almost like a matchup zone in some cases.
Cueto baseline, and he's got the step, and he lays it in.
Well, what set that up was McLeod's pickoff. Bennett didn't allow him to leave him to block the shot.
Offensive foul, Warren Anderson.
And that's a big number 2 on him. Freddie Hart, the ref from Union County, made that call. That's 2 big fouls on Warren Anderson. And of course, the Royal Knights can't afford to lose a Warren Anderson. No way, John. As you see Coach Leonardo shouting out his objections to that call.
Half a minute left here in the first. 11-7 in favor of St. Anthony's. See if the Friars play for one here.
Well, I would expect them to, but if they've got that paint open in the layup, they'll take the layup.
Really love it now into the lineup for the Friars.
They're playing down low pretty tough. Williams guarding Roberts, and we look at Bennett guarding McLeod.
Cueto for 3, in and out, rebound Williams.
He had the shot, just didn't fall.
Just 3 seconds left here in the first. Anderson from half court, it won't fall. So your score here at the Jersey City Armory after 1. The St. Anthony's Friars 11, the Marist Royal Knights 7. Bruce just a defensive type first quarter. And with the score 11-7 at the end of the first, we're going to take a short timeout, and we'll be back right after this. Here of the second quarter, Marist on the turnover, so to be St. Anthony's ball. And Bruce, good first quarter.
Warren Anderson 7. And that's the Marist scoring so far, and of course more balanced scoring by the St. Anthony Friars. Good defensive battle, some turnovers because of the tension, but look for the cobwebs to be smoothed out here in the second quarter.
Well, that's what both teams bring to the table. They bring defense first, and then they bring their offense second. Both coaches stress defense because that's what makes for good offense. Nope. Abdullah won't go rebound Williams. Williams has been very active on the glass.
Yeah, he hasn't scored, but he's been doing a lot of good things defensively because Jaleel Roberts has been relatively quiet.
Carrasco for 3, no good. Rebound Anderson, and Carnacion for 3, no good. Rebound Carrasco, no good. 4 chances at the basket, no good. And it's St. Anthony's rebound. 4 shots at the basket, very uncharacteristic of the Friars.
Looks like a foul got away. Someone got away with a foul there. It looked like Bennett was pushed from down below, but no call. But 4 shots, you're right. As Marist is out jumping them for the rebound, but thus far they haven't been able to hit a long-range jump shot.
Lovett looking to go baseline, and they got him on the offensive foul.
And that's number 11, Billy Lovett. And you know Coach Hurley doesn't love that because that's not what he should have done. Excellent defensive position by number 30, Randy Encarnacion. Playing good defense. This was a very good defensive battle. Abdullah goes out, and now coming back in is Jamal Curry. Different lineup on the court starting the second quarter, John, for the St. Anthony Friars.
Lovett gets the assignment of meeting Encarnacion right at half court. Williams and Roberts, that's going to be a battle all game. The guy going to Wisconsin and the guy going to Seton Hall.
Yeah, and you have Curry guarding Anderson.
Williams pull up from the free throw line, won't go. Carrasco on the turnaround. There's a lid on the basket now for the Royal Knights.
They just seem to be having difficulty finding the range here. They've had the shots, very good shots. And if those start to drop, I know Coach Hurley's going to have to come up with some other strategy, but thus far they haven't.
Roberts for 3. Lovett on the inside. Curry on the inside, and he's got it.
Oh, at that time, you saw the St. Anthony Friars control the offensive glass as they got 3 shots before scoring. Makes it 13-7.
Jamar Curry with 4 for the Friars. Carrasco for 3, in and out.
And again, Carrasco and Encarnacion have not been able to find the range. As we see, I'll take a look at Coach Hurley. And also, Donnell has no points, and that's incredible. Donnell Williams with no points for the Marist Royal Knights.
Bruce, if it's the first time you're in this gym, such as the Marist Royal Knights, it's a tough shooter's gym.
Depth perception.
On the inside goes McLeod. His shot won't go. Knocked out of bounds off Jamar Curry.
That was a nice feed inside.
They're starting to isolate now McLeod on the low box.
And that's what they want to do. And they run like 1-4 offense, and then sometimes Jaleel Roberts can pop out. You can put him out at the top of the key and the sides. You can do anything with a guy like Jaleel Roberts, and that opens up the door for Rashawn McLeod inside.
5:03 remaining here in the first half. Encarnacion on a drive, and Jamar Curry with the reach-in.
But again, cold shooting so far. And I got to think, John, and looking at this gym, if you haven't played here for a while, it's going to take you a little bit of time to get adjusted to the background. 5:03 left to go. And I think that's the problem the Royal Knights are having here early in this game, because the shots have been there, John.
Now everything seems to be on the no more interior shots for Royal Knights. Everything's from three-point range, and that wasn't their game plan in the first couple minutes of the game, Bruce, when they were scoring.
Well, but you know, you have to give the St. Anthony Friars a lot of credit for defense. This one in and out.
Once again, in and out. Bennett on a rebound. Now it's Williams, and the senior lays it in. So maybe that'll get the Royal Knights going with Donnell Williams getting his first bucket of the ball game.
First 2 points, but again, that shot had good rhythm. Just went in and out the three-point attempt, so, you know, they might be finding the range here.
Good physical battle in the paint area between McLeod and Bennett.
Bad defensive position for Bennett as McLeod is getting the position.
Roberts off the second chance. Rebound, Anderson.
Nice teamwork there to box out Rashawn McLeod. Only Jaleel Roberts got a handle on that ball for the Friars, and that enabled the Royal Knights to go with the rebound.
Both teams continuing a man-to-man defense.
Tough. And of course, the hallmark for the Marist Royal Knights is that trapping half-court defense.
Carrasco off the pick. His shot will not fall. An outlet goes to Roberts. Down to Curry. His shot won't go. Loose ball saved by Williams.
Great save by Donnell Williams. But again, the shot was there for the Friars. They missed, but rebounding, defensive rebounding has been the hallmark for the Royal Knights so far. In this game, they've played very well on defense.
Down low to Williams. Good idea, and he was fouled. That's what you need, Donnell, down low for this game.
You do, because outside, they'll give him that perimeter shot. As long as he misses it all night, all you'll have on the boards is Mr. Bennett. And who was that foul called on with 3:47 left to go here in the second quarter of play?
So Williams will go to the line, shooting two with 3:47 left here in the first half.
Boy, you see Freddie Hart all over the place there, referee. He's all across the state. And he makes it 13-10. Neither team seems to be able to get a streak going, John, but they can open up a lead.
The athleticism in this ball game, Bruce, has been phenomenal.
Oh, the missed slam dunks alone. It's a 2-point lead. It's 13-11. And we have a substitution coming in for Bennett. Watch this kid, number 50, Scott Love. I love him. The young man can jump out of the gym, and he's just a sophomore.
Star player on the junior varsity team as the Royal Knights captured the HCIA JV title as well as the freshman. So the name of the future for the Royal Knights, Scott Love.
Yeah, and that young man is the cousin of a Pat Farrar. And Pat taught him everything he knows. As we see now, more of a matchup zone being played by the Marist Royal Knights. Because they took Bennett out to give him a rest.
St. Anthony's be very patient with this, and will get the good shot, the high-quality shot. And there it is for Roberts, rims it, and the Royal Knights want to run.
I don't think that's the shot they wanted to get, though, John. He seemed to be off balance on that shot.
Anderson's shot off the glass a little too hard, and Jaleel Roberts just as active on the boards as Donnell Williams. Abdullah won't go. The tip in by Curry. Boy, can he get up there.
He sure can, but again, they missed the easy shot.
Alley-oop to Williams.
I don't know why they went for the alley-oop play there. He could have pulled up for the short jumper.
Roberts pulls up, and Jaleel Roberts cannot find the shooting range here tonight.
He's off. I've never seen him this cold. I mean, he's missed, and he's missed badly, John. He hasn't been close with his shots. Warren Anderson, too quick. Look at that step. Warren Anderson.
And he gets it to fall, and the Marist Royal Knights have tied it at 13. Warren Anderson with 9 on the ball game.
He's just too quick for anyone out there at the guard position. Really, he explodes. He has a quick step. You got to watch this guy, Roberts, once he gets it going. And again, he's forcing the shot, John. Not good rhythm on those shots at all.
His shots aren't even close. They're hitting the front of the rim. They're short. So with 2:02 remaining here in the first half, the Royal Knights have tied the game at 13.
And again, they're playing tough D. And it's been the Warren Anderson show so far. Darnell Williams has 2 points. But you've got to give Anderson a lot of credit. Darnell has 4 points. He has the other 4. Tough defense. As looks like Maris is trying to spread the floor, John.
They're going to be patient as well.
That's right. Oh, nice spin move.
Carrasco had the lane, but decided to dish it out to Williams.
He certainly did. I mean, that was a nice spin move by Carrasco. And again, it's almost like that Carolina. I mean, it's not a stall. You'll take the easy hoop if you have it. And a bad step, bad move by Cueto. He really didn't have position. Good call by Freddie Hart.
Carlos Cueto on a reach-in with 1:19 remaining here in the first half. And Bruce, from a mental standpoint, I think it's very important here the Royal Knights can at least obtain the lead and give them, you know, that mental thing. We got the lead. We've hung with the Friars on their home court, and anything can go from here.
Well, you know, it's a tough defensive battle, reminiscent of the score. It's only 13-13. 13-13 with about 1:19 to go. It's a 1-on-1 situation for the Marist Royal Knights, John.
And Carrasco converts, so he'll get the back end of the 1-on-1.
Royal Knights lead 14-13, and thus far the bookends for St. Anthony's have not been a factor, John. Again, cold shooting by Jaleel Roberts, and Rashawn McLeod has been silent here in the second quarter. And that you can give credit to the Marist Royal Knights defense. They went to a matchup zone, and guess who's on the bench? John Bennett.
Listen, for your future high school coach, when you ever watch the game tape, this is textbook defense for both coaches being displayed. Switching,
really crashing the boards. It's 15-13 Marist. Here at the home of the Friars, Jersey City Armory. Nice switching defense there, John.
Abdullah for 3. His shot won't fall. Foul on the boards. There's a athletic Curry, and he got him for traveling.
Boy, can he get up. Jamal Curry can sky. I mean, I thought he was going to touch the roof here in the Armory. That young man gets up, and he just slid that foot. That's why he got the traveling call on that play. And that was called by Bob Lely, another Union County official. Thus far, the officials haven't been a factor in this game at all. They've called a very good game.
57 seconds. It'll be interesting to see if the Royal Knights play for the 1 and try to keep the ball out of the Friars' hands.
Yeah, Carrasco now. Warren Anderson's not bringing the ball up. Put it in Carrasco's hands. And, of course, Encarnacion and Carrasco are excellent foul shooters. You don't want to foul those guys. That tough defense, John. Tough man-to-man D.
Half a minute left here in the first half. Marist will be patient and play for the 1.
Nice defense there by Abdullah, though, on Anderson.
Carrasco penetrates, pulls up, and he hits. Pablo Carrasco with his 4th point of the game. Marist obtains their biggest lead at 4.
And it's like I told you, once they find the range, those 2 shooters, look out.
Roberts for 3, rims it again, out of bounds, off the Friars.
Those were 2 guys battling for the ball, but it's going to be Marist ball. 5 seconds left, but again, John, look at Roberts didn't really have a rhythm on that shot either.
And they're going to go for the home run pass. Williams is going to get a shot. He's fouled by Halim Abdullah. Not a good foul by Abdullah there.
No, not playing good basketball.
And with that, we're going to take a...
Not playing smart basketball, John. We're going to go back to this 1-on-1 situation is what we're going to do.
Foul.
2-shot foul on Darnell Williams. But again, right now the Marist Royal Knights are attacking. I mean, they're attacking the Friars on the glass defensively, and they're spreading the floor very well, getting good shots. And once Carrasco and Encarnacion find the range, it could be a long night for the Friars. But Jaleel Roberts been way off.
And Williams converts on the front end of the 2-shot foul.
18-13 now, Marist Royal Knights, as we see a silent, so far stunned St. Anthony crowd here at the Jersey City Armory.
And they convert both ends for a 19-13 lead. Lovett for three. Will not fall. So your score here at the Jersey City Armory at halftime. The Marist Royal Knights 19 and the St. Anthony's Friars 13. Bruce, just a tremendous half. There'll be more, but we're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. Armory.
And right now, unfortunately, we have nothing on our monitor. I don't know what happened there. Maybe because of that tough defensive battle in the first half by both teams, they knocked the monitor out.
The second half action set to begin with Carlos Cueto inbounding from half court. First 3 minutes of the second half, always important for both coaches.
Now again, tough defense being employed by the Marist Royal Knights.
Roberts with the turnaround hook. Well done. We have a jump ball, and a possession arrow favors the Marist Royal Knights.
The Marist Royal Knights, as you indicated, John, have the possession arrow in their favor. And again, as you look at some of the stats in that first half, Jaleel Roberts, 0 for 10. That's a big factor. No points in the first half. And that you got to credit the defense by the Marist Royal Knights. Bennett is back in the starting lineup for the Marist Royal Knights.
Same starting five that started the ball game for both teams.
And again, that's great as the Crack City 3 crew gets us back the monitor. And of course, the director and producer is none other than Jeffrey the Reverend or the Preacher Osborne.
Leading scorers in the first half for the Marist Royal Knights: 9 points for Warren Anderson and 5 points for Rashawn McLeod for St. Anthony's. Turnover as Carrasco looked for Bennett underneath and overthrew him.
Well, he had no place to throw the ball because the land of the giant was there, Rashawn McLeod, and he couldn't see, so he threw the ball where he thought the man would be. Ollie Morissette also on the crew, Brian Salmon, and guess who's on camera today? Vernon Prince.
Yes, he is. He's up there enjoying life up there.
As is Danny Gonzalez, and Lou DeFranzo, our stat man, is doing a nice job. Nice defense, switching defense. Abdullah.
Oh, the pull-up shot way short. Rebound, Carrasco. Freddie Hart
calls timeout. Let's see what that was all about. I don't know what that was.
I don't know if he stepped on a line or if the rebound.
I have no idea. Maybe the rebound, maybe the shot hit the line. Maybe that's what it was. But you know, John, look at the halftime stats. Although Darnell Williams had 5 points, he had a big 11 rebounds for the Marist Royal Knights. And Warren Anderson, as you indicated, had 9 points, but he also had 7 boards. So Anderson has played a good game.
Anderson penetrates and he was tripped. No call. So it'll be prior ball underneath the Royal Knight basket.
Somebody had to get fouled on that play as we see Big Jerry Walker walk in, a former St. Anthony Friar, you know, who's having a well of a year as he went over 1,000 points. And of course, Terry DeHare, who's done everything. Probably ended up being a big... Well, that's way at downtown. That was Cueto.
I don't think those are the shots that Coach Hurley wants here to start the second half.
But Cueto, though, had the presence of mind to get back on defense. 19-13 defensive battle.
Donnell Williams for 3.
And if he gets on track with that perimeter shooting, look out. Because he can sky. And, of course, he's going to Seton Hall University. And that forces a timeout. And guess who's here tonight, John?
22-13 in favor of the Marist Royal Knights. And as I said, Bruce, the first 3 minutes of the second half, very important.
No question about that as we see the huddle of Mike Leonardo, the head coach of the Royal Knights, who has to be very pleased thus far with their performance. It's been a tough defensive battle, and thus far, you have to give the Royal Knights credit because they've, again, kept Rashawn McLeod. He's been scoreless, really, since the first quarter. And, of course, Jaleel Roberts has no points. And Abdullah is being forced to shoot from outside. That's not his forte, John.
Bruce, it appeared in the first couple minutes of this ballgame was going to be all Rashawn McLeod. He was able, A, get John Bennett in foul trouble, B, had 5 quick points. It looked like it was going to be the Rashawn McLeod show, but he's been silent since then.
Well, you know what? Marist did some smart things. They did substitute for him. They brought in the young man Scott Love and Leopold Dion. They went to a matchup zone sometimes. They haven't pressed or gone man-to-man all the time. They switched up, and that's allowed them to rest the big man. And he's doing fine here in the early part of the third quarter. But look for Jaleel Roberts to hit a basket now here very zone steal.
Maris goes into his own defense, going to make the Friars shoot from the outside, and it's a steal the other way on Cueto.
Well, Warren Anderson tried to do too much there. He should have held up and wait for his teammates to get back.
Royal Knights enjoying their biggest lead at 9.
And that's a matchup zone they're playing now. That's a zone.
Abdullah for 3.
They'll let Abdullah shoot that shot all night long. Let's see what the discussion is there. As we
Just remember last year, the guards for St. Anthony didn't get many points last year.
That's right.
And the same thing is taking place again this year.
That's right, as Leonardo calls a timeout for the Marist Royal Knights. You know, Warren Anderson, his quickness thus far in the first half worked to the benefit of Marist. On the boards, Marist out-rebounded the St. Anthony Friars, too. That was a big difference, as they had 28 rebounds to the St. Anthony Friars 13, John. So when you look at that, Marist also shot 7 from 8 from the foul line. St. Anthony's 3 for 4. As we take a look at that, what is that, John?
Bruce, I think I'll plug our show. How's that? C3, Cable TV in Jersey City. Every Wednesday night, Sports Page Live with Bruce Dabney, John Ward, and Vernon Prince Cole with your sports questions. That's every Wednesday at 7 p.m. And Bruce, I got to admit, Paul Giorgio did one heck of a job when you were enjoying yourself down in New Orleans.
Well, I had to go to a convention, but of course, Paul Giorgio is a great, he's a great comedian, you know. He does a fine job. He really does, and that's great. And that gives Paul Giorgio a lot of credit for standing in for me. And I appreciate that because, you know, Paul's a busy man. So we take a look at this standing room only crowd.
He was going to sign a contract. He's after that. He was asking, where's the contract for the show? He wanted to do off the air. Okay, it's the Friars to inbound. And what Marist is doing very well is they're keeping St. Anthony's away from the basket, but there's McLeod on a turnaround, and that's what the Friars need.
Yeah, and that's the matchup you want to see, and that was against Bennett. Good ball movement there, and that's, you know, when you get McLeod in the offense, that opens up a lot of other things for you.
That's 3 on John Bennett, the junior, who transferred in from Texas.
But that's McLeod's first bucket, I believe, since the first quarter of play. And that's been a factor in this game. That's why the Marist Royal Knights are leading in this game. And of course, Jaleel Roberts with no points.
Roberts can't convert for the three-point play.
And the big man Bennett comes down with a rebound. Again, John, depth perception here seems to be a big factor in shooting in this gym. And again, only St. Anthony's has only played here 3 times this year as well. So both teams are shooting at the same, I guess you would say, advantage or disadvantage, as it were.
Williams not with a good outside shot. It was off balance, and back come the Friars. Roberts spinning, and they're going to get a double dribble.
Yeah, good call by Freddie Hart. Roberts is trying to create something. I mean, Jaleel Roberts, who's on his way to Wisconsin, you never see this young man. It's very rare that you see him go scoreless for an entire half of play. And that's the problem.
Hasn't scored at all.
Yeah, and of course, this half so far, Marist has only shot at the basket 1 time. But it's 22-15. Good defense. Nice block. Good play by McLeod. Nice defense, both guys. Good switch on defense.
Since the end of the first quarter, when St. Anthony's enjoyed a 4-point lead at 11-7, they've only scored 4 points.
Yes, and again, we figured it would be this way, though, a defensive battle all the way. But this guy Carrasco, if he gets going, look out. Nice block from behind. Nice defensive play by Cueto. Boy, he's involved.
He's very involved. He's very quick. He's active as well.
He's only a junior, too, so Bob really will have him back. There's no more backcourt. Oh, he hit the ball. Yes, he did. He hit the ball there.
Carrasco could have just let that ball fall and then picked it up in the back.
Right.
And would not have been a violation.
And once you hit it like that, that's a backcourt violation. Good call by the referee. And that's what Mike Leonardo was shouting out to the guard.
Traveling violation on Jamar Curry. Another turnover by the Friars, and they're just turning the ball over too much.
Too much 1-on-4, 1-on-5. That you want to see them pass that ball, touch the ball. You know, that's characteristic of a Bob Hurley team. They look for the open man. Nice defense here by Abdullah.
Warren Anderson on the offensive foul, and Freddie Hart's going to signal that he used the elbow to clear out Abdullah.
Oh, wow, that's really a touch as we look at Leonardo. That's a Union County call there. I have to say that. My goodness. That's been going on all game from both teams. So now they're going to call it closer to the vest, I believe. It's still 22-15 in favor of the Marist Royal Knights. Nice defense.
Curry with the soft jumper in the lane.
Well, he just picked up the loose ball there. That seemed to bounce his way, but it was nice defense by the Royal Knights.
That's 6'4" Jamar Curry.
The big man with the ball. Get that ball out of his hands quick.
Get it into the guard's hands, which he does.
You know, Jamal Curry always plays very well. He's a solid ball player for the Friars. He's the guy that gives them that lift. Nice motion offense. They're constantly moving without the ball.
The Friars have cut that 9-point lead down to 5. Williams with a pull-up jumper from the foul line. A little off balance, but he nonetheless connects.
But that was great defense by Jaleel Roberts. I mean, he really skied to make that shot. Almost blocked by Jaleel Roberts, but nevertheless, Donnell Williams connects.
Roberts for 2. Rebound Carrasco.
He just can't buy a basket because...
Official request.
He knew how to navigate bureaucratic roadblocks. And in 1979...
Hesitation dribble. Nice inside move.
No
foul called on that. I can't believe that play.
Abdullah to the basket. Rejected by Williams.
I have to tell you, John, in that previous play, if Warren Anderson wasn't fouled, I don't know what a foul is. Right in front of Freddie Hart, too. I have to say that I thought he got clearly banged with the body.
2 minutes and 25 seconds here left in the third. 24-17 in favor of the Royal Knights. Cueto to the basket. And a shot goes.
Scoop to the hoop is what it was. He had the presence of mind to throw it up.
Foul on Randy Encarnacion.
I believe that's his second personal foul.
So Cueto with 6 on the evening for the Friars. Cuts the lead down to 5.
It's 24-19. That was a tough move to the hoop.
Good move by the junior.
Now, that's a foul. The other one certainly was. But he'll shoot. He'll try to complete the three-point play. He's just a junior, this young man. It's going to be nice to have him back, John. Pretty good shoot 'em, you know. They've been having trouble at the foul line. They're playing much better defense on Warren Anderson here in the second half of play. Another foul.
Stolen by Cueto. So race to the basket. And Encarnacion with the foul. So he'll send Carlos Cueto to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, bad pass by Warren Anderson. I mean, he's trying to do too much here. He played so well in the first half, but in the second half, Warren Anderson has not played that well. Better defense by Halim Abdullah. He's doing a great job.
2:06 left here in the third.
As we have strips, St. Anthony has 6 and Marist has 1. So the St. Anthony Friars have picked up their defense here in the second half.
Friars having their problems here tonight from the free throw line.
Yes, I mean, they were 3 for 4 in the first half, and it looks like they're missed all their foul shots here in the second half of play. And that's definitely uncharacteristic of a Friar basketball team. Way off.
Way off is Cueto. Rebound Bennett.
He aimed that shot, John. He kind of pushed that up there. He didn't really follow through with that.
So the outside jumpers as well as the free throw line have not been kind to St. Anthony's this evening.
Yes. They've missed 4 foul shots in a row. The Friars have.
Encarnacion to the basket. Down low to Bennett. And he pitches it off the glass over Rashawn McLeod.
That was a nice move by the big man.
His first 2 points of the game.
It's a 26-19 lead for the Royal Knights. Down into a man-to-man as they bounce out. Like a man-to-man matchup zone type.
Roberts pull up and he got it.
Now where Roberts can let it go, look out. That's all he needs to do, probably hit that first one to get his confidence back. It's a 5-point lead.
Friars need Jaleel Roberts to keep connecting on his outside jumper.
Nice defense. It's a full court pressure now being employed by, that's 2 in a row for Jaleel Roberts.
And he's electrified this St. Anthony's crowd.
Got a full court press now being employed by the Friars.
26-23 in favor of the Royal Knights.
And that's 4 points, the first 4 points tonight for Jaleel Roberts.
Williams. Rebound, Abdullah, foul on Warren Anderson.
And that was not a foul. As a matter of fact, it looked like he tripped himself. Anderson never hit him, but Freddie Hart calls the play because the kid hit the floor. But it really, looking at it from my perspective, Anderson now has 4 fouls, but that was just an unfortunate situation. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time because he really didn't touch him.
Aleem Abdullah down on the floor. It looks like his ankle turned when he hit the deck.
And Freddie, well, Anderson better be cool because what's his name? Freddie Hart will call it technical if he keeps talking to him. I've seen him in action before. He'll bang him.
Aleem Abdullah, the 5'7" senior guard, on his way to Northeastern, playing a very competitive conference up there in the Boston, Massachusetts area.
Yeah, they can't afford to lose him because he's done an outstanding job here in the second half. He has shut Warren Anderson down. I guess Coach Shirley had a nice talk with him at halftime, told him to move his feet better, get position, and he's done that. He's being carried off the court by Jaleel Roberts and Rashawn McLeod. We hope he's going to be okay.
Jaleel Roberts replaces Aleem Abdullah for St. Anthony.
We certainly hope so. But again, recapping that play, he went up for the rebound. Looked like to me he just came down and right by Anderson. Anderson never touched him, but Freddie Hart is the one who called the play, so that's all that counts.
Billy Lovett reporting into the lineup for the Friars, replacing the injured Aleem Abdullah.
26-23, and again, Jaleel Roberts has come to life here. Last minute or so in this game, and has cut the lead to 3. Well, look at that banging inside, John.
Friars go, the Royal Knights go back to the man-to-man defense. They laid back in the zone for a while.
That's right.
But they've reverted back to their tough man-to-man defense. Down low to Lovett. His shot will not fall, but he will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yes, and good play, good ball movement by the Friars on that play. And he was fouled down low. Will go to the line to shoot 2. But they've been 0 for 4 here. And they've missed 4 shots in a row, 4 foul shots in a row. Maybe Lovett can break that string. 26-23 is the score. So let's see if he can break that string for them. That's William Lovett. Just a junior. So promising future left. And he makes it. He breaks the 0 for 4 string for the Friars. Cuts the lead to 2 now.
15 seconds left here in the third. Samaras will play for 1.
Boy, this is going to be a bomb burner. This 4th period coming up is going to be something else, John.
Lovett connects on both. That's the lead down to 1, which was once a 9-point lead. Suddenly, a 1-point Royal Knight lead. Orozco for 3. And they're going to get Jamar Curry over the top of the back of Leopold Dawad. Good call by the official.
But Dawad had excellent position. He boxed out on that. Curry, good move. As the ball went to the air, Diod took his position, boxed his man out, and all he could do, Curry, was go over his back.
Well, what defensive thing on Curry? We've been talking about that all game. He's got some spring.
Oh my God, he can leap out of the gym.
3 seconds left. Carrasco for 3. No good. And that will do it. Score at the end of 3 from the Jersey City Armory in the semifinal round of the NJSIA Parochial B playoffs. The Marist Royal Knights 26, the St. Anthony's Friars 25. We're going to go down to courtside with Paul Giorgio.
Well, it hasn't been picture perfect, John and Bruce, but it's been certainly exciting. St. Anthony's has closed the gap, 26-25 now, and anything could happen in this 4th quarter. Big keys to look for now in the 4th quarter. Will Jaleel Roberts continue to hit? He made his last 2 shots. He was 0 for 12. Will Marist continue to play that real fine defense and get Donnell Williams free on the offensive end? Let's take it back for the 4th quarter.
Bruce, I think Paul hit it right on the head. The key to this 4th quarter will be defense on both ends. But Jaleel Roberts, will he continue where he left off, hitting his last 2 shots?
Well, the jumper he hit, that was a good shot, but he picked up that loose ball to get the 2nd shot inside. Donnell Williams has done an outstanding job on him defensively. Now, again, can Donnell Williams get on track offensively as well? Warren Anderson was shut down in that 3rd quarter, and he has 4 fouls on him.
Keep in mind, a very important part when you get into a 1-point game such as this, free throw shooting becomes the utmost importance right now.
Yeah, Bill Lovett broke that 0 for 4 string that the Friars had early in the third quarter, hitting 2 foul shots. You're right, John.
Here we go. Fourth quarter action, 26-25 in favor of the Royal Knights.
And Warren Anderson is not in that lineup. Dion, watch this.
DeWall with the steal. He's going to go up, and he's hammered by Billy Lovett.
That should be an intentional foul.
They're going to, Mike Leonardo looking for the intentional. We'll see.
I mean, he really creamed him.
They're not going to get the call.
Oh, my goodness.
They are not
creamed him. I mean, that was an incredible foul, John. I mean, he creamed him.
We're going to go to the replay on that.
Let's take a look at the replay on that.
There's a steal by DeWall. Got the open lane, but here comes Lovett.
He just killed him. That's an intentional foul. I don't care what Lully says or Fred Hart says. That's intentional. And that's what it should have been called.
Leopold DeWall will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul was on Billy Lovett.
I don't care what team had that foul. That should have been an intentional foul. Because he didn't go for the ball at all. He went for the man. But again, the referees call the game, and that's 0 for 1 for Diaz. So it remains 26-25. And again, John, defense is going to decide this game in the foul line. You're absolutely right.
DeWall, the junior, connects.
That's the first point here in the fourth period of play. John, the winner plays whom?
The winner of Essex Catholic and Union Catholic.
And that was a surprise because I thought Patterson Catholic would get there, but they were beat.
They were manhandled by the Vikings of Union Catholic.
Good switching defense there.
Roberts to the basket.
Bad shot.
Williams.
Bad shot. He was off balance on that jump. He had a man wide open, but he took it himself. Warren Anderson is not in the game as he has 4 fouls from Maris.
Encarnacion to the basket. This is it down to Bennett. Good penetration by the senior guard. And Bennett will go to the line to shoot 2.
Nice dish off. Great positioning for Bennett. Again, he got fouled on the play. And take a look at that net. So you'll have Bennett going to the line to shoot 2. The timeout call on the floor.
So with 7:12 remaining, it's the Marist Royal Knights by 2, 27-25. You're going to look at Coach Mike Leonardo still having words with referee Bob Lully. He wanted the intentional foul because with the intentional foul, Bruce, he would have retained possession underneath his own basket.
Well, I'm going to tell you, John, as we take a look at this outstanding crowd here, standing room only, I thought it was intentional because it didn't look like he went for the ball at all, in my opinion. I mean, he really hit that young man. Could have gotten hurt going into that stanchion. Another key point is to take a look at Coach Leonardo. I wonder if we're going to see Halim Abdullah back because he did go down with that ankle sprain. Hopefully it's nothing serious because he's played an outstanding game here in the second half as he's held Warren Anderson scoreless. At the same token, he's got Warren Anderson with 4 fouls, and we take a look at Coach Hurley. And John, what does that say?
Get in on some great deals. Swap and shop with Steve Biz. Call in with your items you want to sell at 915-0350 every Monday night at 7 p.m. Donnell Williams, unofficially with 9 points and 13 rebounds for the senior. Headed to Seton Hall. We've seen Danny Hurley here. We've seen Jerry Walker. But the big guys here, P.J. Carlissimo.
Yeah, you know, P.J. is watching this action because Darnell Williams of Marist is going to go to Seton Hall next year. And then remember, Paul Giorgio, you can swap Paul Giorgio for Steve Biss's glasses at Swap and Shop. Oh, man, foul shooting. It always comes down to that, particularly in these games. And this is how you want to see a semifinal game decided. Right down to the wire. I wouldn't have it any other way. I think the coaches would like it another way, though.
Bennett can't convert on both. Rebound DeWall. No good. Rebound Williams. And he'll bring it out. Good smart move by the senior.
Yeah, he was almost fouled on that play himself, but boy, he really went after that ball.
Encarnacion with the pull-up, and he's got it.
Oh, this guy can shoot it. That was partially blocked by Cueto, but he still got the shot up. Oh, Halim Abdullah's back in now.
His first 2 points of the game after coming off a brilliant 35-point performance against the Celtics at St. Patrick's last week.
Yeah, when that young man gets hot, he can light up the board, just like Jaleel Roberts can. And but again, McLeod, we've seen him go to him inside one time this half, and after that, nothing. Bennett's doing a nice job defensively as well.
We've also got to give a lot of credit to Donnell Williams as he has really silenced Jaleel Roberts, the leading scorer for the Friars.
Yeah, the Royal Knights are playing good switching defense. He's forced a bad shot. I mean, that's like a playground shot. That's not the kind of shot you want to see him take.
The offensive sequences for the Friars in the last couple trips have not been what they want to be. They're not executing screens, open man. It's really been just the guy to get to goes right to the basket.
Well, that's again the defensive play being employed by the Marist Royal Knights. They're playing tough defense, and that defense has picked up another notch as the season has progressed.
Encarnacion. Rebound McLeod.
Nice rebound by McLeod. He fought between Bennett and Diaz to get that shot, to get that rebound. Nice play by Rashawn McLeod.
Baseline goes Roberts, and he traveled.
Yes, he did. Again, switching defense, swarming defense being employed by the Marist Royal Knights. They are playing an excellent game, all-around game. Roberts goes out now.
They actually read Roberts going to the baseline. They had weak side help, and they cut him off, and it was exactly right, Bruce. They doubled down on him. That caused him to pick up the dribble and subsequently travel.
That's right. And now Roberts goes to the bench as we have number 15 in for St. Anthony's. That's Frederick, John Frederick.
Randy Encarnacion signals for a timeout. So with 5:24 remaining here in the fourth quarter, your score 29-25 in favor of Marist. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back right after this.
I'm Bruce Dabney.
And I'm Vernon Prince.
And I'm John Ward.
And we're here every Wednesday night, Sports Page Live, to take your calls about local sports. That's 915-0350. That's 7 p.m. on Wednesday night. Vernon, what about football?
Well, who's the starting quarterback for Snyder High School?
And John, we've got baseball.
Marist Royal Knights point lead in favor of the Marist Royal Knights, and they've sat on a lead for quite some time now.
Boy, a nice move by Encarnacion as he almost lost his man.
Bad bounce pass there by Carrasco, stripped by Justin Frederick. Now into the lineup for the Friars. Baseline, no foul, as Curry was looking for the foul on Williams.
So was I. I thought he got hacked on that, but again, hey, I'm not the referee, so fans don't pay me any mind.
And
nice
there's
play.
Beautiful distance, John Bennett.
Ooh.
Beautiful spinning move by Randy Encarnacion.
And Bennett put his signature on that with a slam dunk, but again, the person who made that was Encarnacion. Not only can he score, he can also pass and create something.
Abdullah for three, air ball, rebounded, no good. Loose ball, Curry to the basket, and he's got it.
That Curry, I tell you what, he's always around. He plays tough D, picks up the loose balls, but again, a bad shot from way downtown.
Curry probably the most athletic guy on the court right now.
Yeah, Justin Frederick's in the game, but again, who's not in the game? By his absence, of course, is Jaleel Roberts. You got to think that Coach Shirley is talking to him. He just had a bad night tonight.
Encarnacion to the basket. Swatted away, but they're going to get Rashawn McLeod on the foul.
Left hand move there. Look for Warren Anderson to come back in the game for the Royal Knights at the 4-minute mark. Oh my goodness, we're going to have a replay. That's Jeffrey Osborne and out Kuwali Morissette. And don't forget Brian Salmon's on camera too, John.
Probably the prettiest play of the game. Here you see Encarnacion spins on Curry, goes low, down to the big guy Bennett for the slam.
Yeah, he drew the big man out, left him wide open, and just hit the open man.
What would Dickie Vitale say on that one?
Oh my God, awesome, baby, awesome. But again, you know, we're back here to high school ball. This guy's a great shooter. This is the wrong man to foul.
Randy Encarnacion converts on the front end of the two-shot foul.
And he lit up the board for 35 points against St. Pat's of Elizabeth. Outstanding shooter. Early in the season, he had the flu, but he has recovered, got his strength on his way to Marist College.
4 points for Encarnacion. And the lead is back to 6 at 33-27.
That's exactly right, John. And we're getting late in this game. Roberts is back in from
and
three.
And he got the three.
And just what I said. Coach Shirley talked with that young man, settled him down, told him to get the good shot, get himself set, and he hit it. Big 3 points. That's the Jaleel Roberts you're accustomed to seeing.
3:35 left here in the fourth.
Nice defense.
Roberts with 7 now on the game. Good defense by Curry. Steals it right from Carrasco. Abdullah to the basket. No good rebound. Curry. And he lays it in.
I'm going to tell you, that Curry is always there.
Back down to 2. Jamar Curry with 10 on the ball game for the Friars.
Looks like it's down to 1, John. I have 33-32.
Yes, you are correct.
1-point lead.
33-32, Marist.
There was too much ball handling before by Carrasco, and he got stripped. Almost picked off. He's going to see nothing but solid defense here now. Man-to-man, right in your chest type basketball. Boy, that banging in the paint here.
Carrasco's pull-up jumper, and he's got it.
You can't leave him open like that. He can shoot. He can shoot. You got to pop out on defense against that young man.
2:20 here in the fourth. 3-point lead for the Royal Knights.
Every possession is very important for both teams.
Marist goes to a zone defense. Love it, penetrates, and he kisses it off the glass, and he lays it in.
You gotta love it, because that was a great shot. As he took it right into Darnell Williams and Bennett and scored off the glass. Nice soft
2 minutes.
shot. And that's timeout.
Mike Leonardo signals for a timeout. There's a minute 57 left here in the fourth. 1-point lead for the Royal Knights. Bruce, if you paid your way into this game, you're getting your money's worth.
That's right, and look for them to go get the ball in the hands of Encarnacion, because if he gets fouled, he's the man that can convert those foul shots. He's a pure shooter. Warren Anderson, again, has been very silent in this second half because of Halim Abdul has done a better job, but Jaleel Roberts has come alive, and that's the difference. Also, the unsung play of Jamal Curry. Jamal Curry has been a big factor. He's come up with the big rebounds. He's done an outstanding job all day long. Paul Giorgio wants Lou DeFranzo's stat job. Look out, Lou.
He could have it.
You sure can. But this is a great crowd here as you take a look around here at the Jersey City Armory. Historic place, John. A lot of things happening. Lou Alcindor played here.
You've probably seen some fantastic ball games on the other court, which is no longer in use.
That's right.
The game they talked about was a 75, I think, Hudson County final when Hudson Catholic beat St. Anthony's here with O'Corn and Sparnacle.
Place was standing room only. But aside from that, John, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, formerly known as
Lou Alcindor,
Powell Memorial, played here to a packed house. Used to be the home of the St. Peter's College Peacocks, too, at one time.
Here we go, last minute 53.
Oh, nice move. Double dribble.
Turnover, Royal Knights.
I don't know. He called a double dribble, so I could not see that play. The referee was there.
I think he called a backcourt violation, over and back.
Maybe, I don't know. Could have been, because we're on the far side of the court. Bob Lilly was there, and Bob Lilly made the call. So it'll be St. Anthony ball, trailing by 1 point.
Trailing by 1 with a minute 49 to go. Bob Hurley's team with possession of the basketball, with a chance to take their first lead, Bruce, in quite a long time.
That's right. Remember, it was Marist Royal Knights who defeated St. Anthony last year, 63-45, to end a 9-year state tournament scheme and winning streak by the St. Anthony Friars. So, you know, this is the way it should go down, right to the last shot. This is the way you like to see basketball being played at its best, okay? As we have Paul Giorgio, who's throwing his stats all around. I mean, he should have been a doctor or a lawyer the way you write.
Bruce, what's funny, as great as these two programs are, this is only the semifinals of the North Jersey. They still have to play another game after this just to get to the Parochial B finals, win that, and then they go into the prestigious Tournament of Champions. So for the winner, it's not over. There's a lot of basketball left.
Right, and the Parochial B division was one of the toughest divisions, if not the toughest division in the state this year. A lot of great teams. We got Halim Abdullah being guarded by Warren Anderson.
Classic matchup.
Yes, the starting 5.
Encarnacion on Cueto.
That started the game for both teams are in.
Dewar on Lovett.
Dewar is in every play.
Williams on Roberts.
Yes.
And Bennett on McLeod. McLeod has been awfully silent here from the second quarter on.
He's got the ball now, but that's not where he shoots. You want him underneath the basket, get him isolated one-on-one with Bennett.
Minute 15 to go here in the fourth.
Watch for a screen down low.
Cueto, no good, rebound. Encarnacion.
That was Abdullah with the shot, and he was way off with that shot. He has not hit. I've seen him hit those 3-pointers. Nice move by This guy can shoot.
In and out. Rebound, Roberts. Outlet Cueto. They got a 2-on-1. Cueto to the basket, and it falls.
Nice move by Carlos Cueto.
36-35 with 47 seconds. Zawa on the inbound.
That was a big move by the junior, Carlos Cueto. And it gives these Friars their lead. First time in a long time they had the lead. Anderson and Abdullah.
Anderson penetrates, pulls up from 15. Foul on Billy Lovett.
Over the back.
Over the back on Lovett.
So Lovett goes over the back again. Nice box out. 29 seconds left to go, John. That's all there is. No 1-and-1, I don't believe. It's underneath the basket. So it comes down to this. No timeouts left for Marist. St. Anthony's has one. So my goodness, John. Comes down to this.
Williams loses it off the inbound. And it's St. Anthony's to control with 20 seconds. Cueto met by Encarnacion. Traveling violation.
Oh my goodness. I mean, all he had to do was pass the ball there, and he did not. So it comes down to this.
18 seconds left. Zawada inbound. And it comes to Anderson. And he says, clear out. I want to bring it up.
And he does.
To Encarnacion. His pull-up jumper. No good. Rebound, Williams. No good. Rebound, Lovett. And he's fouled.
They had the shots at the basket, and St. Anthony's looks like they're going to hold on.
It looks like the Friars are going to win this one, as Donnell Williams could not get the shot to fall, and Lovett was fouled, and he will go to the line for a 1-and-1.
No 1-and-1. Looks like the ball's coming. Is it a 1-and-1? Let's see.
I don't think they're in a penalty yet.
No, they're not. Are they? Are they in a penalty? How many? Let's take a look. Let's see. There's a little confusion here. What is the call?
Well, if the ball stays down on this end, it's going to be virtually impossible to get it up here in 2 seconds.
Yes. And they had the shots, John. They had the shots at the basket. It is a 1-on-1 situation.
1-and-1 for Lovett. 36-35 in favor of the Friars.
And Lovett sunk his first 2 foul shots. And he makes
got the first.
So Lovett makes it 37-35 in favor of the Friars. And John, you got to say, Marist had their shots. They had the shots. No, he's got a. John's getting a better view of the game from his position.
Lovett misses. 2 seconds. Williams full corner.
Almost went in.
And that will do it from the Jersey City Army, and the Friars prevail. Your final score: the St. Anthony's Friars 37, the Marist Royal Knights 35. St. Anthony's advances to the Paroka B North Jersey final against the winner of Essex Catholic and Union Catholic. For the Marist Royal Knights, one heck of a season. No question about it. And that shot went in and out by by Encarnacion. Williams followed up with the shot, missed the basket entirely. Rebound was grabbed by Lovett. Great play, and that's all you can say. You got to give Hurley a lot of credit as the Friars kept their composure. Just a classic ball game here at the Jersey City Army. We're going to take a break because we got some more coming right your way. So we're going to take a break, and we'll be back right after this.
Hi, Paul Giorgio here with the post-game interviews. The winning coach, familiar face, Bob Hurley on my left. And the star of the game for St. Anthony, not a very familiar face to those of you who follow the county basketball or state basketball, Jomar Curry. First, let's talk to Jomar. Big effort tonight, Jomar. 10 points. You had some key rebounds.
Yes, I felt that I had to work hard. Halftime, I was too hyped for the game, so Mr. Hurley calmed me down. So I played to my potentials, and I did my best for the game.
What did he say to you to calm you down, Jamal?
Jamal, be relaxed, let the game come to you, but then the offense will come to you too.
Bob, I don't think this game, Carlos Cueto just stepped into, Carlos Cueto's here too. Carlos, another guy who's, I guess you would call an unsung hero for St. Anthony. He played a big role tonight.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the win. How'd you feel about it?
Feels great. Feels real good.
Okay, Coach, what did you say to these guys at halftime? Jomar said you calmed them down.
Yeah, well, we're down 6 at halftime, and Jaleel is 0 for 9 from the floor, and Rashawn McLeod has 5 points, and we're within 6. So if we can just get our offense in the second half to relax and play, you know, we know our defense is going to keep us in the game. But what happens in a game like this when you have it's a neighborhood game. In neighborhood games, you can't just play. You know, you're so emotional, you're trying to score 4 and 5 points on one possession, and all of our players were guilty of that today. But I'd rather have a bunch of kids who are extremely motivated, trying too hard, than trying to motivate the kids. So defensively, that attitude helps you, but offensively, it caused some problems today because we just didn't have any flow. We were forcing everything.
All right, you said you were forcing everything, and Carlos, you were able to penetrate a few times against some good defensive players, particularly Warren Anderson. How'd you feel about that? Do you think you were going to be able to do that going in?
Well, I've been penetrating all year, and Mr. Hurley, at halftime, we switched to a spread-out offense, and he told us if we see a hole, go right into it and see what happens. That's what I did.
Jomar, how important was Warren Anderson getting in foul trouble for Marist, do you think?
The best thing that happened to us.
Would you agree with that, Coach?
Yes, Warren. You know, Warren was clearly, clearly controlling the rhythm of the game, and for him to be out of there, you know, but to their credit, they kept their lead almost the whole time he was out. But I think what happens is when you've been sitting a long time, you come back in the game, you lose your rhythm. And I think Halim down the stretch defended him great. He didn't get a clean look at the basket. All of the shots that they shot down the stretch in the game, all the shots were contested. And that's all you can ask your defense to do, is to make every shot a tough shot.
Okay, Coach Hurley, Jomar, congratulations. Carlos, congratulations. They move on to the sectional final. I believe that's going to be Thursday, Bob? Wednesday night against, who you face?
Either Essex Catholic or Union Catholic. They play tonight, and the game is at Wayne Valley.
Okay, and I think the game that everyone's hoping for further on down the road, if things go well for you, is against Shawnee in that championship game, if you can get there.
Well, that's, you know, fans have a tendency to look ahead. Players and coaches need to do it one day at a time. So now we'll get Marist out of our system tonight. We won't go downstairs and talk about this game at all. Tomorrow we'll prepare for either of the teams at 1, and then I think that's the way to do it.
Okay, congratulations, fellas, and we'll be back with the Marist players after this. Okay, thanks, Bob. Good luck. In Hudson County basketball, certainly one of the tallest. Donnell Williams, Donnell, the team lost, but I think you silenced a lot of critics tonight, Donnell. You had a heck of a game, 15 points, tremendous amount of rebounds. You really were a credit to your team.
We just came in, you know, a lot of guys counted us out, even in the local newspaper, you know, a lot of guys who we get along with said that we wouldn't win this game, but we just came in with a lot of heart and emotion. Just, you know, just played hard, did what we had to do. And unfortunately, you know, we missed the last shot, but, you know, that was a fun game. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't trade that for anything. And I'm happy for them. You know, I'm happy for them. There's a nice bunch of guys, you know. I'd rather see them win it than anyone else.
Donnell, was there anything in particular that happened out there where you thought that maybe something could have been different, something could have been done differently, or was there any key mistakes that you could focus on?
You know, like I'm walking through, a lot of guys telling me, oh, the refs jerky. You know, they didn't. Refs called a clean game. You know, they called on both sides. You know, we just turned it over in key positions, and they came down and scored when they had to. You know, I give credit to them on that.
It's your last high school game. Anything to say to your coach and your fellow players?
I just want to say I'm happy that I made my decision to go to Marist. You know, the guys over there, a good group of guys, and you know, I'm fortunate I have to leave now, but you know, it was a good run for us, and I'm looking forward to other things.
Well, I see your future coach was here watching tonight, and I'm sure he's excited, and you're looking forward to Seton Hall next year, I'm sure.
Just, you know, Seton Hall, you know, they're having a good run right now, and I wish them more luck in the tournament. I hope they bring one home for us, and you know, next year I'm just going in as a freshman, and I'm just trying to play hard and work hard for the minutes. That's about it.
Okay, Donnell, you're a credit to your team and your school. Congratulations. Thank you very much for coming on. Great job. Donnell Williams, Marist High School.
Thank you, Paul, for those closing comments with Donnell Williams. And Bruce, let's touch on Donnell Williams. Just a fantastic career, quite a gentleman.
No question about that, and that's the mark of maturity there. You heard his statements to Paul Giorgio. Look, we lost the game. We had our chances.
Did not blame the refs one bit.
Did not. Give St. Anthony's a lot of credit. He says they're a good group of young men. They are his friends. And if anyone had to win, he'd root for them other than himself and his team. But he's a fine young man, and Seton Hall's getting an outstanding player and an outstanding individual as well.
Well, that will do it here from the Jersey City Armory. Your final score once again as St. Anthony's advances. The St. Anthony's Friars 37. The Marist Royal Knights 35. For John Ward, Bruce Dabney, Paul Giorgio, and the entire staff of City 3 Sports here in Jersey City, thanks for watching. You watch the Dandy and have a pleasant evening.